Hi there, friend. Thanks for tuning in. Ready to meet amazing singles and kickstart your dating journey? Visit the blog in the description to create your free dating profile today, or scan through the site for special offers on dating products. Have a look. You will be amazed. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more expert tips and insights. If you can do one thing today, why not go to wealthylovewell.com to create your free dating profile and see who is online waiting to meet you and make you happy? Now, let's get on with this blog. Dating Filipina in the Philippines versus meeting in USA. Key differences for Western men. Do you wonder whether meeting Filipinas abroad or dating them in the USA is better? Each choice brings unique challenges and rewards. In the Philippines, you'll experience rich culture and local traditions. Meeting them in the USA, however, adds different expectations shaped by Western influences. You'll find that distance, cultural adaptation, and shared goals could influence your success in either case. Finding the right approach depends on your situation and intentions. For those curious about trusted platforms, explore Asian dating websites to help you get started connecting with someone special. Cultural expectations in dating. Filipinas dating a Filipina, whether it's in the Philippines or in the USA, comes with its own cultural expectations. These expectations often influence how relationships develop and are maintained. If you're looking to truly connect, understanding these cultural norms is essential. Below, we'll explore two key aspects that define relationships with Filipinas. Traditional roles and masculinity. In Filipino culture, traditional gender roles are deeply ingrained and continue to play a significant role in dating relationships. You'll often notice that men are expected to take on the role of the provider and protector. It reflects a longer history of cultural ideals where masculinity is tied to leadership and responsibility. Filipino women often look for partners who embody these traits. This doesn't necessarily mean dominance. It's more about being dependable, decisive, and respectful. For many Filipinas, a man who shows consistency in his actions, whether it's planning dates or thinking about the future, sets himself apart from the rest. These traditional values might feel less prominent among Filipinas living in the USA, who can sometimes blend these norms with Western ideologies. However, even in these cases, core aspects like respect, loyalty, and family orientation persist. For more insights on handling these traditions while navigating red flags in relationships, learn from Filipina Red Flags for Dating. Solipsism and its impact on relationships. Solipsism, though a philosophical concept, also plays a role in relationships, particularly when dating a Filipina. This is the idea that individuals can primarily see the world through their own perceptions, often making it hard to fully understand each other's viewpoints. How does this apply to dating Filipinas? Filipina women might have deep-seated cultural beliefs and practices that shape their perspective on relationships. For instance, family obligations, religion, and societal expectations often dictate their actions. Without stepping into their shoes, you might misconstrue their emphasis on culturally rooted behaviors as stubbornness or lack of personal ambition. It's up to you to balance understanding their worldview with openly communicating your own expectations. Miscommunication can often arise, especially when Western independence meets Filipino collective values. Learning how to bridge this gap is crucial, particularly if you're dating with the intention of long-term commitment. Understanding more about these cultural differences can be helpful, and you can dig deeper into this in articles about Filipino dating culture or through discussions on platforms like Reddit's American and Filipina dating culture. Cultural expectations can strengthen a bond if you approach them with an open mind and a willingness to adapt. Considering resources like Find Love and Stability, Why Divorced Men Choose Filipina Women will improve your understanding of how to respect and align unique perspectives. Advantages of meeting Filipinas abroad. When it comes to dating Filipinas, meeting them in the Philippines offers unique and appealing advantages for Western men. From experiencing local culture to building more authentic relationships, there are clear distinctions that set it apart from meeting them in the USA. Here's a closer look at what makes meeting Filipinas abroad an experience worth considering. Access to younger and attractive Filipinas. Meeting Filipinas in the Philippines often allows you to encounter women who are younger and highly attractive, a factor many men value. In many cases, these younger women are drawn to foreign partners due to perceived maturity, stability, and the opportunity to build a better future together. This dynamic exists partly because local men may interact differently due to cultural and economic factors, which can make Western men stand out significantly. You may notice that Filipinas prioritize kindness, reliability, and intentionality in a partner. These traits commonly align with what foreign men bring to the table, adding that extra value in the local dating market. If you're exploring opportunities online to meet compatible individuals, start with platforms like Asian dating websites to enhance your chances. Cultural immersion and understanding. Meeting Filipinas in their home country offers the chance to fully immerse yourself in Filipino culture, traditions, and family dynamics. This kind of cultural dive can enrich your connection, making the experience much more genuine and personal. Why is this so important to building a relationship? When you're in their country, you live their reality, understanding their daily lives, sharing their food, and even joining in family celebrations. Family plays a vital role in Filipino life, symbolizing unity and responsibility. By being present in the Philippines, you understand these values firsthand and demonstrate respect, something highly appreciated within the culture. This leads to deeper emotional connections that are sometimes harder to achieve when dating abroad. Photo by Mart Production. Authenticity in relationships. There's an undeniable authenticity in relationships formed while experiencing someone's home environment. Being in the Philippines strips away many of the external pressures and distractions common in Western countries. You see your partner for who they truly are, without the weight of assimilation or societal expectations shaping their actions. In the Western dating scene, relationships can sometimes feel transactional or overly influenced by material factors. On the other hand, Filipinas met abroad often show genuine care, love, and a desire to build a future that's rooted in core values like loyalty, family support, and shared growth. This depth of connection often attracts men looking for long-term, meaningful relationships. Understanding these dynamics not only enriches personal interactions, but can also prevent common misunderstandings. For more insight into avoiding mistakes when dating, check out Top Mistakes Foreigners Make When Dating a Filipina, which is incredibly useful for beginners. Whether you're seeking beauty, connection, or cultural depth, meeting Filipinas abroad uniquely positions you to build fulfilling relationships. Challenges of dating Filipinas in the USA. Dating a Filipina in the USA brings unique challenges that can sometimes feel like navigating uncharted waters. While love and connection know no borders, cultural differences and social realities can shape your experience. Here's what you might encounter. Cultural misunderstandings. Moving to a new environment often results in some level of cultural adjustment, and the USA is no exception for Filipinas. The rich traditions of Filipino culture may sometimes clash with Western norms. You could find yourselves lost in translation, even with everyday routines. For instance, Filipinas typically value close family ties and expect familial obligations to be taken seriously. On the other hand, Western culture often champions independence. A seemingly small action, like preferring fewer interactions with in-laws, might be misunderstood as inconsiderate or cold. Miscommunication over basic values, traditions, or taboos are very normal, but need empathy to resolve. Have you realized that refusing an offered meal could be viewed as disrespectful in Filipino culture? These cultural nuances play a strong role in social dynamics. For an insightful comparison, see why passport bros are turning to Filipinas and understand how culture impacts dating choices. Different dating practices. When Filipinas live in the USA, their approach to relationships can change. Filipino dating in their homeland usually focuses on courtship, where steps to win trust are longer and more sentimental. Love notes and family meetups tend to be high on the agenda. In the USA, modern Filipino women often adopt Western dating habits. Casual dates, texting culture, and individual-focused relationships could feel unfamiliar if you've been eyeing a traditional setup. Having both Filipino values and American experiences can sometimes create confusion for both parties. Imagine trying to bring flowers, only for it to clash with their new no-fuss attitude. Adjusting to shared expectations while mixing cultures requires heartfelt conversations and mutual respect. Photo by Anna Pu. Perception of financial stability. Financial expectations may indirectly influence relationships with Filipinas in the USA. In the Philippines, a Western man might exude an aura of success and stability due to exchange rate differences and opportunities. This perception can shape the dynamics considerably. Living in the USA closes this gap. Your way of living must now compete with the local standard. Plus, Filipinas juggling traditional and American mindsets might expect equality in financial responsibilities. If you discuss finances late in the game, it can create misunderstandings or unmet expectations. Being upfront about budgeting or future dreams is one way to clear the air. To understand relationship expectations better and avoid simple missteps, you might enjoy the pros and cons of dating a Filipino woman, which covers key dynamics to consider. Awareness of such adaptations allows for a smoother connection as you actively empathize and build trust. Comparative analysis: USA versus Philippines. In discussions about dating Filipinas, location plays a critical role in shaping the overall experience. Whether you're meeting them in the USA or abroad in the Philippines, the cultural and societal factors vary significantly, influencing dynamics, expectations, and potential hurdles. Let's explore how these differences manifest and their impact on relationships. Social dynamics and influences. Social influences heavily shape dating experiences, and the contrast between Filipino and American cultures is stark. In the Philippines, there's a community-first mentality. Relationships often include close family involvement. Courtship is a serious process, including traditional dating rituals like receiving the blessing of parents before taking the bond a step further. Filipinas raised or living in the USA are still influenced by their culture of origin, but often balance those with Western ideologies. You might notice less reliance on family opinion and a stronger inclination toward independence. However, don't assume these shifts are absolute. Family ties remain crucial even after relocation or assimilation. The influence of Western norms also changes how women approach dating. Casual meetups, quicker timelines for progression in relationships, and shared gender roles are common. Contrast this with the Philippines, where relationships tend to develop more traditionally, with clear roles and expectations from each partner. For further exploration of these shifts and their signals, see How to Tell If a Filipina Likes You. This can offer insights into bridging social differences successfully. Long-term relationship goals. Your physical location could directly influence long-term goals in relationships. Filipinas in the Philippines may focus on finding a life partner with strong familial values. Marriage often involves discussions about supporting extended families or upholding traditional responsibilities. In the USA, dating often revolves around individual goals. Filipinas in the States may lean toward education, career growth, or even redefining traditional gender roles within relationships. You'll need to have open, intentional discussions about shared values and future ambitions to avoid potential clashes. Cultural dynamics can sometimes lead to miscommunications when defining the pace and purpose of a relationship. Understanding mutual goals is essential for navigating these differences. Photo by Charmaine Montecalvo. Legal and immigration considerations. When dating internationally, legal frameworks and immigration policies are essential factors. In the USA, visa regulations like the K-1 fiancé visa play a key role if you're considering marriage. These require substantial documentation and processes that include proof of genuine intention to marry. Are you ready to handle this? In the Philippines, the nuances are different. Filipino law places less urgency on immigration, but involves commitments akin to property ownership or marital documentation in religiously influenced cases. Additionally, spousal support and post-marriage integration laws are areas where Western systems are vastly different from how marital unions are perceived abroad. Do you envision life abroad, or would you relocate to their homeland? These choices aren't minor, they shape the entire relationship. Explore more perspectives on cultural blending and dating practices through this Reddit post on Filipino versus American dating culture, which offers real-world reactions to these kinds of situations. Understanding these distinctions will help you manage expectations and responsibilities while building a strong, lasting connection with your partner. Conclusion of dating Filipinas in the USA versus meeting them abroad. When deciding between dating Filipinas in the USA versus meeting them abroad, it ultimately depends on what you value most in a relationship and setting. Each option has its own distinct highlights and challenges worth carefully evaluating. Key takeaways. The USA typically blends Western independence with traditional Filipina values, but this combination often presents cultural misunderstandings or shifts in expectations. Meeting Filipinas in the Philippines provides an immersive dive into authentic culture, enabling deeper emotional connections and understanding rooted in shared daily realities. Legal frameworks and cultural logistics sometimes act as decisive factors that shape dynamics uniquely in both settings. For practical tips on navigating the logistics and emotional depth surrounding a foreign partner intake, visit Resource Internal Route. Could expand specific approaches edit, reference attachment labeled by file a category action. Add visual check URL tags while similarly riv internal to ARI, ons match, external. Edit test dated math B recommendations, redirect Vilicalip Apex. Riadamines combined, context host matching, interplaying terms, where wealth, PS clip product context, internalizing roles, utilize